Alright, so last night was easily the latest I had been in bed in quite a while, but it was worth it because we got ourselves a new game show to watch. Yes, I actually did stay up till 10:30 last night to watch the newest game show on True TV. Why did I watch it? Because it's Hot Ones, the game show. Yes, I did stay up and watch it. It was awesome. And so, I will be more than happy to talk about it. I'm just we're looking at one quick thing first. Yeah. So, with that being said, good morning and happy hump day, everyone. Yeah, sorry, I'm just a little bit tired. Again, I was up really late trying to, get ready to watch it because I really wanted to talk about it. I mean, I've been talking about Hot Ones almost since the very beginning of me doing these videos, so, well, not since the very beginning, but definitely as far back as I can remember. I mean, yeah, I know I'm on day 780 right now, but I mean, I can't remember what happened every single day. I mean, no one could ever really do that. So, with that said, how does the format of the show work? Well, there are teams of two. And essentially, it's first they eat a very spicy wing. That's like the actual show. Then they have to complete some sort of a task. Now, the first task is, essentially some sort of a trivia question or whatever. They answer, trivia questions and they earn money. And the winner with the most money gets to move on to the final round, which I'll be talking about momentarily. The first round was more along the lines of trivia. The second game was actually kind of interesting. Basically, what they did was they took a close-up of a celebrity's mouth, and they would have to guess who that celebrity was. And they weren't cruel. They were definitely trying to, zoom out so you could get a better look at who it was. But the funny thing is, these people really are children, because how on earth do you not know who Adam Driver is? Seriously, they knew who he was. They just couldn't remember it was Adam Driver. Kids, Adam Driver is the bad guy from the new Star Wars movies. Okay, so, yeah. I'm probably going to... Actually, it was also in the movie Silence, which was easily one of the best movies that I saw in 2016. So, yeah, that was interesting. Yeah, sorry, my neighbors are a little bit noisy. Sorry, kind of threw me off a little bit. Yes. So, where was I? Yes. And the final round was essentially, did I forget what it was? Well, basically, if you do win, you get to move on to win $25,000. And what happens is it's a speed round. It basically kind of works like that one pyramid game where, the name of what they're supposed to be guessing is behind them. So let's say that one of the answers was Margot Robbie. Say Margot Robbie, the name Margot Robbie obviously, was, right behind me. And the person, my partner, would have to try and give me clues as to, who it was. They would probably say something along the lines of Harley Quinn, the actress who plays Harley Quinn. She was in Wolf of Wall Street, stuff like that. And then I would guess, oh, Margot Robbie. Boom. That's how it works. needless to say, they ended up winning, which is good because they were dying from all those hot wings. Seriously, the Ring of Fire almost began, well, it didn't almost, it did begin with them taking a shot of, like, essentially the last dab, which, that was crazy. So, yes, thoroughly entertained, thoroughly entertained watching this show. Cannot wait to see more. I hope that, actually, I should look up the TV schedule. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Trying to see if there's anything, no. Doesn't really, doesn't appear to be that way. Are they doing, like, more than, are they doing anything else? Doesn't really look like it. Trying to look at the TV schedule right now. No, it doesn't really look like, I thought that maybe they would do something along the lines of at midnight where they were, like, doing, like, multiple shows a week, but no. Just one episode a week, which is good. I don't think we need, too much. Just keep it simple. So, in the end, I cannot wait to see more. And, yeah. Now, one thing I also want to talk about is that the city of Elmira is going to do it again. What do I mean by that? Well, if you remember, around a year ago, I actually took, well, not quite a year ago, but it'll be a year ago soon. I took part in an attempt to achieve a Guinness World Record for the world's largest, shamrock formed by a group of people. Now, in terms of number of people that we got, we were very successful. The current record was 815, and we had like 1,200, so we crushed it. Problem is, the record didn't count because if you were to look from the sky at what the shamrock looked like, it wasn't completely filled in. Kids, this would be the equivalent of being able to color inside the lines, but you didn't, there's like parts of white everywhere in this case. Well, in this case, green because we're on a grassy field, but yeah. So, we're basically going to try and do it again. Hopefully this time we'll be much more efficient. And it's a real shame too because I actually have my poncho from a year ago. In fact, I have it with me. I could probably grab it right now and show you. But I'm lazy. I don't want to do that. So, basically, they're going to give you a new poncho. They're going to give you a number. And after you enter the field and you walk over, they're going to try and be much more efficient about this. Which is good. That's what you ought to do. My worry is the timing of it all. Because a year ago, I got in there like 5 minutes before everything started. And by that extension, 5 minutes before they actually ran out of ponchos. And parking was a bit of a madhouse. And this took place at like 9-something in the morning. This time they're doing it around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And the problem is, well, I mean, I guess if you have to like go to church on Sunday, like that would be a reason why they're doing it then, because you could do this immediately after church. But the problem is with more people being awake and being able to do stuff, more people are going to get there, which is good. I mean, you want a big number to break the record, but parking was a big enough problem a year ago. And you could potentially be making the problem worse. And I guess I didn't really help by saying this to my mother and father, asking if they want to do it too. So, yeah. Don't really know how that's going to play out. But it should be interesting. I personally can't wait to try it again. Hopefully this time we'll be able to do it. I mean, I'm sure he will. I mean, honestly, the record should have counted a year ago. But whatever happens, happens. You know, it'll be a nice sort of, well, technically St. Patrick's Day won't be until that Tuesday, and, you know, we're doing it on Sunday, the 15th, so right before St. Patrick's Day. But it should still be a very nice day overall. You know, I personally can't wait to see, you know, what the day entails. I'll be able to go to Eldridge Park again. Actually, Eldridge Park was somewhere... Okay, for those of you who don't know, and I guarantee there's a lot of you, Eldridge Park really has a big history in the city of Elmira. Like, there was a gondola one time, a carousel, like, it's all great. And now we have, I mean, around 2008, they sort of tried to revitalize a couple of things. But I don't really know what's stuck in the first place. Or sorry, again, my goodness, my neighbors are noisy. So where was I? Right. So if you're from my generation, aka a 90s kid, then you know Eldridge Park to be a place where they had a bunch of soccer games. A lot of soccer games. So, yeah. Needless to say, I can't wait to go back because I did like Eldridge Park. It's a nice area. There's a pond, a bike track. So, you know, there's lots of stuff to do. There's a roller skating rink or a skateboarding rink or skate park. Yeah, skate park. That's what it is. So, yeah. Honestly, I can't wait to go back. So I set my calendar for March 15th, I'm going to be there. Maybe I'll hope to see you guys some there too. Now, one last thing. I alluded to this yesterday. And I said that Will Ferrell is going to be the next guest on Hot Ones tomorrow. Full disclosure, I'm not the biggest Will Ferrell fan. I think his shtick of both acting like a giant man-child and the director not telling him to cut, forcing scenes to go on longer than they should because he ad-libs, really does not do him justice. Really wouldn't do any actor justice for that matter. Now, granted, there are exceptions. I mean, he's had himself some very good roles. I mean, he was great in the Lego Movie. I love him portraying Robert Goulet on SNL. You know, the whole cowbell thing from SNL is also good. And what can I say? The over-the-top antics works when he's Ron Burgundy. I love Ron Burgundy. I love the Anchorman movies. I do. And I'm in that minority who thinks the second one's better than the first one. That's just me. Although I will admit the first one is definitely more quotable. I'll definitely say that. But I love them both. My point is, and I do have a sort of guilty pleasure for Step Brothers. I do. That's another one. That one's, honestly, I thought Step Brothers was a better movie than Talladega Nights. At least Step Brothers is more quotable. For me, anyway. My point is, Will Ferrell doesn't really strike me as someone who's great. And, you know, maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe I'll be put in my place and maybe one day he'll get that movie that gets him. Well, you know what? Maybe one day he'll be in that movie that was like Uncut Gems for Adam Sandler. Actually give Will Ferrell this, the vast majority of the bad movies he's been in have not nearly been as bad as the vast majority of the bad movies that Adam Sandler's in. Yeesh. So, yes. All in all, this is a good day. I'll talk about Hot Ones game show. That's awesome, as well as sort of segueing into talking about Will Ferrell. I'm going to be on tomorrow's episode. Can't wait to do that. And, you know, Elmira's performing that world record again. I'm going to be there. And, you know, hope to see some of you guys there too. It should be fun. Like, favorite, share, hit the subscribe button. Follow me on the social media platforms. Send those notifications on YouTube. I am very humbled to make this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy for today. I'm hopefully you have a wonderful, wonderful hump day. You know, I wonder why. Well, I know why because of the Geico commercial, but I really should refer to today as like Wednesday. So, I mean, joking aside, I really hope we all have a wonderful Wednesday and hump day. I really have to say hump day from now on, don't I? And remember, you guys know when Talker Channel is going to be here to lend you ear. Always have your back. Take care and make good choices. See ya.